Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I didn't even realize that this person was still socially relevant. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, you can see the shirt. I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Happens to be my Bloody Wood shirt, which I love this shirt, man. It's just such a cool design. This was from their 9 Inch Non tour, which was their very first tour in the United States. And Bloody Wood, they refer to themselves as Indian street metal. They're probably closest to something like nu metal. They incorporate like clean vocals, harsh vocals, rap vocals. They also, sort of include traditional Indian instrumentation in there. They're out of New Delhi. They got started a while back. Like, they're not exactly new, but originally they were just doing like sort of metal covers of like, pop songs and stuff. And it wasn't until they started going over there and really doing their own stuff, and they really gained a lot of traction, and like they've been a band on the upswing ever since then. I've been fortunate enough to see them a few times now. I actually have videos of their performances on my channel, in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're absolutely awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? Socially relevant, eh? So, yeah, a while back, maybe a couple months ago, something like that, I reviewed some Post Malone Oreos, right? Because Post Malone Oreos. I don't know dick about Post Malone, but Oreos did this team up with him. And apparently they're just going over there and tagging in with other celebrities, because now we've got, boom! Selena Gomez Oreos. Alright. Let's get a thing for the thing here really quick. Ha 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 ha! Now here's the thing. I don't mean to be disrespectful to Selena Gomez. I am a damn near 40-year-old white guy from the middle of America, right? I don't know shit about Selena Gomez other than she used to be featured on TMZ back in my 20s. So in my head, that's where I remember her from. But apparently she's doing well enough that she got her own Oreos. Cool. Good on her. And apparently hers are chocolate and cinnamon cream cookies. Ooh. I don't know what Selena Gomez even does. But they look like that. They got like the little sort of multi-tiered insides. I do like, what the hell is the thing? Oh yeah, it's got like it's kind of cool. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's not like terribly interesting, but credit where it's due. That's a tasty Oreo. Because, it's exactly what it says. It's just a mix of chocolate and cinnamon flavors. Chocolate, of course, is nice. You got that nice sort of cocoa flavor from the cookie. More sort of chocolatey flavor from the chocolate part of the cream. And it just has this really nice sort of cinnamony flavor, like, throughout. It's not like a crazy heavy cinnamon flavor, but, like, it's certainly apparent throughout the entire situation. Yeah, that's actually really tasty. Like, I'm very, very down with that. Again, like, when it comes to Oreos and some of their more oddball flavors, Sometimes they really swing for the fences and they just don't land that hit. Other times, they come up with some stuff where like it's just very underwhelming. This, I feel like they went over there and it's like, all right, we got this celebrity thing and we're doing the thing. How are we going to swing this together? And, fuck it, man. Chocolate and cinnamon works. We know we can make that happen. Bob's your uncle. Bob's my uncle. And you get a really nice taste in Oreo. Cinnamon just works nicely. It's a great flavor. And the rest of it really is just, kind of chocolatey Oreo-ness. It's good. It's not like the best Oreo I've ever had or anything, but it's a properly good one. Like Selena Gomez association aside, they could go over there and just have this be a normal flavor of Oreo. I think people would get behind it. Yeah, it does all the things that an Oreo is supposed to do. Nice mix of textures and flavors. With just a nice sort of bit of cinnamon running through it. It's tasty. I'm sort of on the fence between whether or not I would like more cinnamon or if it's the perfect amount. I would have to experiment. Because if you went a little bit more with the cinnamon, you would almost have a Mexican hot chocolate kind of flavor. Like that spiced kind of Mexican, or spiced hot chocolate, which is delicious, by the way. But even as is, because again, it's not faint. You're going to notice it. But I don't know, I think I like cinnamon enough that if they wanted to be a little bit more daring with it, I would personally be in favor of it. But maybe that would throw off the balance. Okay, that's good. But 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes, obviously. Good on Selena Gomez. You have a tasty Oreo. By the way, I just got through reviewing this. Some Crush Birch Beer flavored soda. Ooh, go watch that review if you're interested. But no, like I said, that's properly tasty. It's not super inventive or anything, but at the end of the day, you don't always have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes you just put some spinners on that shit and it works. And I feel like that's the case here. They didn't do anything crazy or weird. They just went over there and took something that would add a little flair to it and, kind of up its profile a bit. And it works. It's really good. And I know for me personally, I definitely think these are better. The Post Malone ones, you can watch my review if you're interested, but I feel like those were a little bit more daring in their flavor, but I feel like these personally work better. I would get these definitely before I would get the Post Malone ones again, even though I didn't hate those or anything, but these are just good tasting Oreos. Sometimes you don't have to go too far with the gimmick. If I'm recommending them, yeah, absolutely. I think these are, I'm sure they're going to be a limited time thing, but these are ones where, again, I think they could put these out as just a normal flavor, and I think people would get behind it, because people dig cinnamon, and chocolate works, and it's an Oreo. It's not exactly calculus. It's just tasty and good, and cinnamon is tasty, and it is taking a lot for me not to go over there and devour this entire thing, but I'm going to hold off because I have other stuff I have to review in the day. But yeah, I would recommend these. I think if you run into them, go ahead and give them a shot. I do not think, unless you don't like cinnamon, which I'm sure some people don't, but 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly cinnamon-tastic rest of your life. Because again, cinnamon, just, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cinnabon. I mean, you know what cinnamon's in. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating, and Yeah, just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, okay, if you know anything about Selena Gomez, let me know. Is she still socially relevant? I mean, just because she's doing an endorsement thing with Oreos, I mean, I don't know. Because like I said, I don't know. That's not my wheelhouse, But like I said, obviously she's doing something right, I guess. But let me know, is she still part of the zeitgeist? Am I just a million years old? The answer is yes, but